Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Europe Advanced map. We're playing as a green player out of the third position. We have a red bot in our midst, and we actually have control over a 1-point hold in the bottom left with this Venice Blizzard here, and also the Rabat Blizzard, and tons of material in the bottom of the board. We've got, what is this, 6, 7? I guess it's only 7, but it feels like it's more. We also could go Noob corner, 1-point hold up there as well off of Scotland. I don't normally love the Scotland capital, but I think there's a very realistic possibility that blue caps on the 3 here, even if I go on the 1. And there's also an insane 1-point hold over Dynarides here, which probably gets capped on as well if my opponents are wise. And orange is going to go back here. I wouldn't be surprised to see blue go here either. Orange takes this despite having vision on all of my material back here. We're going to go noob corner. We're going to show blue that we're here. Pink will not see that, but honestly, if the pink player caps on this one back here, I'm just going to roll it immediately. We'll play out of the noob corner. Why not? Happy to be back, everybody. I want to say that I appreciate the kind words that literally everyone who commented on my video on Friday had nice things to say. I appreciate everybody for understanding. And if you didn't have nice things to say, you didn't say them, and I appreciate that too. So shout out to all of you viewers who are sticking with me, understanding the situation that we're in. It's something that I've been kind of flirting with for a while in terms of the decision surrounding whether or not I'd trying to keep up the streak. And I was trying to get games for this weekend on Thursday afternoon, and it just was not going well. I spent probably 3 or 4 hours trying to get a decent game for just the Friday game, and everything that was going wrong and I think it was, I just thought, I sat there for like 15 minutes and I was just like, is this worth it? In terms of, do I continue stressing myself out to try to get something for one day of the week just to keep a streak alive? Or is it more beneficial to me to end it and not sacrifice more of my time and energy into putting out a potentially even a product that I'm not satisfied with at the end of it all, right? So I think it was important to me to express that to you guys as early as I felt that way so that I can adjust, come up with a plan. And I sat there, I was like, how do I think is the best way to do this? And I arrived at, all right, let's scale it back a little bit. And maybe we adjust those days, right? I'm not bound to needing to do this, needing to remove the weekdays or weekends. I could remove the Thursday and Saturday videos. We could keep all of the same series that we already have on the channel. But I kind of like having, we don't have anything on Saturday. I can always pivot playing other people's games to the Thursday video if I need to. But I like having a day during the week where I can play whatever, right? I'm not bound to Felon Friday to Meta Monday to Tier List Tuesday to Wacky Wednesday. I'm not bound to that on Thursday. I like having a free day during the week. So I think that removing the Sunday SmackDown, I can always play other people's stuff if I want to. I can also, if I find a game that somebody else is hosting that I think is wacky, I can play that for Wacky Wednesday, and that kind of accomplishes the same thing, right? So there is the ability to pivot during the week, and I appreciate you all understanding, and I think we'll make it work. It should free me up some time to work on some of the other things that I am passionate about when it comes to risk and content creation in general. Yellow is getting 12. That could be a 14 on 7 right here. That makes me a little bit nervous. I am trying to understand where he is. Is he going to go into Russia here? He is going to. He's going to hit me in Russia. Interesting. 12's an interesting number. Maybe territory count held Central Europe. That's probably my best bet. I don't know why he's hitting me here. That's so bizarre. I don't want to come off of this position. I have a feeling that yellow is capped on Denmark or Rhine, and that's why he's trying to clear me out there. Which, he didn't take an additional bonus. I think red may be capped in here. Why are you going flip side on this? Why are you even putting troops here? You've got your own problems back here, bro. Maybe he's going to break. He might break yellow, actually. He might. This is something I've noticed with players of this skill level. 4-on-2 is insane. No, he just leaves the troops up here. I don't want to get this taken, but I do want to scope out. I don't want to lose this position. That was pretty atrocious dice there on the 3-on-1. We failed another 3-on-1. 89% roll, mind you guys. 89% roll. 5-on-5 is whatever. How much did pink just hit me with? Hit me with 11. He could actually try to take orange's cap here. He may have just tried that, because this was not cap troops that he just rolled. No, all right. He went to the right. He's going to hit me. I don't know what. I don't think many of my opponents are very good, if I'm being honest. Yellow, I think, might be decent just because he sought removal of me. So blue is here. Pink is letting blue hold directly next to his bonus. We see red here. I'm worried. Red almost certainly had this bonus. Here's my concern. I'm surprised it kept this many troops on cap. And I think I'm going to get cleared out of here. And I'm not going to have a lot of spots to work with. So much so that I may get stuck behind yellow early. It's going to put all 6 here. Puts 4. Do we see 2 elsewhere? Maybe. I guess we're going to see 2 elsewhere. Presumably hits here. I mean, maybe it steps out and sits and doesn't continue, or it hits pink, doesn't hit me. That is a bummer. That's a bummer. We're in a bit of a rocky spot to start this one. I'm not thrilled with my troop loss there. He's going to roll me here. I don't get the impression this guy has many troops on capital. I wonder if I just, I mean, orange is going to hit this, right? So I just dump everything here and see what I can do. But I know why yellow is playing like this. I'm not going to say I'm not annoyed by it. And it's brought this upon myself. I took the noob corner, so this is risky for orange. If he hits, he's going to hit me, loses 1. Do we see him roll again? Because I think pink just takes this capital if he does. He shouldn't hit red out of here, in my opinion. I don't like that. I don't like that by orange. You lost a troop there. He's going to have like 6 on cap there. I just don't think that is worth it, personally. Got pink back here. What has he got here? I can keep pink back here for the cards. He's not. He's not on a block on this line. Okay. That's fine. I'm just not going to take these pink cards. Because yellow can't block me from getting these. Pink would have to block these himself. I think pink just took orange's cap. And orange is laughing. He's like, ah, ha, ha. But, dude, that was all you. He greeted for this bonus down here. Or pink was up in here and came down. That's possible, too. That would have been really funny if that was the case. But he was laughing, so maybe pink tried to roll the cap and failed. That's a possibility, too. Although blue didn't get broken, so if he did that, he would have taken elsewhere. Not super positive about all that. Now, I am a 1-point card block, but it's good to know that there's no capital here to block me. So I'm not going to take these pink cards. I may, I almost hope that red's going to take France and keep pushing to the right. Somebody tries to steal this, has to invest a lot to hit red. And then we can eventually steal it, because I'd love to end up with that red cap, even though that's a 2-point card block itself. it'd be good to end up with a different position. I intentionally chose Noob Corner because I knew I would be able to get it on turn 1, or at least high probability of being able to get it on turn 1, and I did. But yeah, yellow's getting 15. He's going to retake here. That's not great. I honestly think I need to cream through here, and because he's going to take Eastern Europe if he doesn't throw something in front of me. So I need to kind of cruise through and try to break his Russia and his Eastern Europe, because otherwise this player's just going to get too many troops. And obviously if he's capped, yeah, Orange lost his cap. No one is surprised. If he's capped on Prussia, which is very possible, the Prussia cap on this board is quite good. Might be the best cap on the board in besides Dynarides. Dynarides, I just think simply holds too much board if you're able to take it. I'd like to find out where this capital is. It is right here, right? Yeah, well played. We are stuck here. That is not a strong cap. I would love to see the blue player act. Yellow's going to get so many troops on this next turn, and his cap is not even strong. So this is a really interesting cap combo. Almost a little bit surprised Yellow didn't roll blue on the first turn. Pink is getting 15. The issue for these guys, though, is that Pink is going to eventually get so much. Like Blue, I don't love Blue's position. Where's Pink's meant to go? He's going to go into Blue once he takes everything down here. Orange may even perish on this turn. I assume Yellow has taken all of Eastern Europe. Pink's options are really only demolish Orange. So this is a super interesting cap hold in the middle of the board, and we are stuck behind it. So we're going to have to figure out how to break through. We do not have a trade on 4. Leaving Pink on this side is probably beneficial for me, at least right now, because he's limited in his approach. Oh, that is very intriguing to me. The blue player, oh, he is going to lose this so bad. That was so not wise. Adding troops to this 6 is going to get smoked. Red bot presumably breaks, right? We're going to see the 6 light up. Yeah, there it goes. That'll hit yellow, or hit me first, then yellow. Okay. But the issue is blue, what we learned on that turn, because we saw blue attack to the right, yellow's going to get a ton of troops here, by the way. Probably 21, I think. 23. Okay. What we learned from blue here is that blue actually had the split bonus, which is not the bonus you should try to play for here. I thought he was holding this for the longest time. Apparently he took the split. And the issue with the split is that, 1, you're working against a bot on the left-hand side, and 2, I'm wondering if yellow just rolled blue's cap as well. If yellow rolled blue's cap, that is brutal. Because we only saw him take once. He's holding all that stuff on the right-hand side. Orange is still on 3. We're going to have to try to be opportunistic here. I think going down into red is not the worst idea. I'm not worried about my cap being taken by any means right now. I think trying to steal the red cap, if we have the ability to, it's not a terrible idea. We're only getting 10 troops to weasel our way in there. So we maybe want to wait a minute. Orange, unsurprisingly, botting out here. We know that yellow is not holding anything on the right-hand side, right? So he's not keeping anything hostage over here, because he was getting 23 troops. That's the +8, +7 capital, and an extra 3 troops for territory count. That seems to make sense to me. We had red holding 14. That's these 2 bonuses. Blue is getting the 9 on the split. So it's really, orange is limited to either some troops in Orient or some troops in West Africa, and neither of those is conducive to winning. And bot also didn't trade in, so he didn't have a set on 4. That would, I'm gonna hit it. Let's see. Okay, not worth going any further. But I don't want the bot to get too big. I'm not, again, not worried about my cap being taken. We'll see what blue gets. If blue gets 3, then that is the move that yellow has made. And yellow doesn't have many attacks, so I wouldn't have been surprised to see him roll blue's cap. Blue had 11 troops on cap. That's not very strong, but middle board caps, very smart. I didn't really have any option to play for the middle. I had a little bit on the right-hand side here, and quite a bit down below, but I think pink He doesn't eliminate orange. I mean, he knows orange didn't trade, right? So maybe he butters up orange for an extra card or two. Now, blue's got to be very careful. Blue actually trades early. Probably a safety trade. He's got to be a little bit careful trying to take the middle bonus here, though. Like, if he accidentally just took the middle bonus, red may try to break. I think it will retake. But it does, yeah, it sets in right on him. I'd love to see these threes collapse this way and the 16 stay stacked on yellow. And then we sneak in underneath. Red bot is actually taking cards away from what we see here, which is really intriguing. The three is not going to roll up. The 16 is actually going to finish it. And then restacks. No, stacks in front. All right, so we're not going to get in there. Yellow again getting 23. I'm wondering if he feels confident he can make a play on pink. So we're going to leave pink up here. I actually think it's in my best interest to leave pink up here. At least for now. Although there's not much benefit to being on this left-hand side. The right-hand side is much more beneficial of this middle stack. 2-point hold over all of this for these two capitals, but yellow thought about coming left. Maybe he's hoping I even open him up. Now, something interesting to note here is that red is not going to be on 3 cards after this next turn. We could potentially steal all of this down here and then butter it up for an elimination on 3. So I think pink may have made a smart play here in not eliminating orange. Let orange get that 5th card and then take the cards for yourself. I certainly don't think that that's a bad idea with orange botted. Obviously got the red bot from the start. There is room for a comeback here. Yellow obviously getting a ton of troops, but at some point pink's going to have to betray this guy. And once he cleans all of this, why you would ever let this player hold a bunch up here, as long as you have a card in front of your cap, I don't know why you would do that, but we'll see what happens. We trade here. No horse trade. I'm going to hit straight through red. Good dice there. I'm going to do this. I'm not going for the elim. If yellow... And I'm not going to fortify. I don't want to give yellow any ideas. So that was an intentional play in the hopes that... Now, obviously, I don't have a trade on 3, but in the hopes that red somehow opens me up to being able to eliminate it, as long as yellow doesn't get any fancy ideas about hitting this. Although he will see how many troops red is getting. Red did attack in another part of the board, though, so that concerns me at least a little bit. Didn't exclusively attack in this region. Pink hits it. Hits orange, gets the trade in off of that. Blue won't have a trade. Yellow could have a trade in. I don't know that he'd be able to eliminate me. It's fine if he goes for it. Pink could even try to backside red right now for the 2 cards. I don't know that he'll do that, though. He's going to get a ton of troops on this next turn. So yellow's best opportunity to eliminate pink is probably right now. Not eliminate pink, but steal this Dinaride's capital. Pink's rolling something chunky there. He may have just hit blue. Trading off of blue would be wise. He's hitting either a bunch of Orient material, or he went up into yellow in the bonuses up here. I'm not sure which. Also, if blue goes for red right now, blue skips. Blue skipped. Oh, buddy, that's not going to save you. Not with yellow on 3. We're hoping for troop loss or just come down. Come down one more. We just want one more here. One more. Open the 8 cap, and if yellow doesn't eliminate you, we've got it. Because I think... Oh, it lost a troop there, too. Yellow may very well... Oh, pink didn't hit him. Pink didn't hit him. Yellow could make some pretty big moves here. How much do we see? Just 4? Or do we see the whole chunk? Whole chunk. Coming up into me? Yeah, coming up into me. So we can eliminate red at least. I believe that pink took everything out down here. That was a smart play by yellow. I'll let him take the backside of that bonus. It also means my cap is safe for a little bit longer. I think there's a good chance that pink completely knocked... Yeah, blue's got 23 here. I read that correctly. That is 86 troops. That's pretty crazy. I basically need enough to survive trade-in, which... Can I look at the trade-in numbers, please? I guess not. I'm not going to bother putting much here. I'm a little susceptible, but with a trade on 3 or 4, I think I'm okay. I don't see a world in which blue lives here. There's really no reason blue should live here. I expect to see yellow hitting this. He can set a block on pink much more effectively, even with pink getting 33 troops. I think pink is going into yellow, though, so... That should make me less likely to perish. Trades are 30. Yeah, I don't think he can get me here. Blue skipped there, but he doesn't have the juice to skip, man. I don't love the skip there. Can I do some math on this, though? Pink got 33. He's got 2 caps. That's 7. And then you've got 10 plus 9, 19, 26. And then 9, 14, 25 plus 3, 28. Does he have the extra 3 territories here? 28 is 12, 15, 18, 21. Yeah, I saw this one coming. Not the best of dice, though. 24, 27. That should be 7 extra troops. Well, all right, we know that blue's been knocked out of here. Well played. He's off both of these? That's a mistake. He made a mistake there. Fortifies. I'll help him. I will work with yellow for sure. It's more important that I have this position than... Yellow got 10 on that turn, too. Oh, because he has this bonus, so... I'm fine. I can completely come off this cap. If he wants to steal it from me, that's fine. It's more important that I help yellow with the block here to try to take pink out of the game. And if he's not going to actively hit me, that's okay. He's got a trade in. We're not going to hit him over here. If he even wants to set the block there, that's fine. He's not even going to steal it. He's just going to trade with me. Okay. He took all of Russia. But yeah, yellow, I could tell yellow was a decent player, man. I could tell. Pink's trying to slow himself down. He's on 5. The issue is the longer we let pink get cards, the harder this block is going to be. And positionally, he is closer to the benefit of the block than I am. Oh, he just opened pink up to me. I might as well make him more appealing than me. That was an intentional... Yellow tried to trick me there. I don't love that. Also, why give pink an extra? If your whole goal is to block, why give pink an extra card? Like, we can block here. I thought yellow was actually pretty good, and now I'm not so certain. Well, I'm not going to give him direct path, cat pathing up to this. And now I'm going to look like a fool. Yeah, interesting. I'll look like a fool if I try to block pink at this point. If I'm the one that tries to be the perpetrator. No, I'm not obviously not holding anything back here only because yellow's stacking on one singular spot, but he opened up the cap to me. Opened up the cap to himself for what it's worth. Ooh, why take the extra troops there? That I don't like that at all.
This is fine. This is fine.
So the one issue is that yellow still has one of these two bonuses. I'll open up his cap. I don't really care. I'll throw 25 back there just because we're bigger than him now. A little bit of cap defense goes a long way, especially... Yeah, pink just completed an additional bonus there. I wonder if he comes off cap and tries to roll yellow.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Oh, he does. Okay. That's not a lot, though. He does not trade off of that maneuver. If he paths this incorrectly, he's not going to lock the stack, right? He does not lock the stack. He does not have a set. We may have played this correctly. Trade on 3. No trade on 3 for me. We know where the caps are, though, right? We got 1, 2, 3. He didn't roll that one. He'll get the elim. We just have to get a decent enough roll. He is going to probably hit me on this, though, right? Although if he hits me on that, that may make this even easier. Nope, he went back. So this cap is free. We can even take that off to 25. I don't even need to waste troops on that. I mean, that was his whole cap stack, right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is patience. Patience at its finest. Good game, sir. If pink had waited one turn, he wins this game. Pink wins the game if he waits one turn. Patience at its finest. I wanted it to be me and yellow finishing 1-2. To be completely honest with you guys, though, yellow got himself eliminated from this game, in my opinion. He opened up pink on 2 spots instead of 1. He could have just kept pink isolated, forced him to take the extra cards, probably protected himself, and instead he took this card. I don't think he needed to do that. I think he took it to try to take the bonus. So I don't think yellow is as strong as of a player as I originally thought he was. He gave up the cap to me. I thought that was going to be a block opportunity. He was master. I think there was a little bit of room for improvement there. Pink intermediate. Not surprised that orange and blue were weaker. I tried yellow. I wanted to work with you, but alas, it was not meant to be this time. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. I can say that again this time. As always, everybody, I hope you have, well, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.